Okay, this week we're going to talk about some of the other social media platforms or tools that are out there for you to use and that we don't, jump right on of. And a lot of people don't really think about using them. So we're going to talk about LinkedIn. I think some of you have mentioned using TikTok, which is great, I guess, to have an account there and then you can roll your content over to your Instagram page since that's mostly videos. Google for Business, AI, using AI, Twitter, Threads, and more. So let's check it out. So, hang on, let me scooch this down since it never shows up at the right place. Um, so what I want you to do this week is take a look at some of these different topics and check them out. And then choose at least one or two and do a little more research into it and write me a post about it. If you already have accounts on some of them, you can write about the ones you have accounts on because it's great to share what information you have actually using a platform. So LinkedIn is a good one to be on. It's a great one if you're trying to get recognition in the business world, working business to business or whatever. But they also have great groups you can join into and join discussions or just learn because there's usually people that know what they're talking about. And I used LinkedIn when we first started the brewery because someone recommended I join an accounting group. And since I'm not an accountant, it was really good advice, and they helped me get my accounting going for our brewery. It was a lot of help. They gave me all kinds of advice, particularly since I'm on a Mac and I was concerned that I'd have to get a PC. And they said, no, they have a fine program you can use. It doesn't have everything, but it works. So again, super groups. People are helpful. You can post your stop opening. Oops. You can post your resume. Sorry, I was trying to see what the dog was doing. You can post your resume on there. It's a good place. You can look up information on jobs and things like that. Another one that's really good is Google for Business. Obviously, you can sign up to have your physical business listed on the Google map, which is great. And I think, as far as I know, it's free. But also, when people look for something, obviously they're doing a search. Google is probably one of the top search engines right now. So if you go ahead and claim your business on there, you'd be amazed at how many people will see what you post there. And you can post content that you post elsewhere. People will post photos, they'll post reviews, they'll post all kinds of things on there, and you might as well get recognition for it. So it's a great tool to use. They have a lot more for it, Google for Business. They got all kinds of tools that you can use to work with whatever business platforms you're working with. So if you have a website, you can use their data collecting system and so on and so forth, and ads, etc. So TikTok, we sort of talked about. Use of social influencers. There's a lot more to it. People are just like, I remember a few years ago, people would just say, "Oh, I'm just going to send my stuff, my product to this person, and they'll share it, and I'll get some recognition." Well, it doesn't exactly work that way, and it's much more well developed. You can actually look for social influencers that are working in the area or business that your business is in, and pick particular ones and sign a contract with them because it's all business. They want money and then they'll help you, hopefully. So it can be a tricky thing. So Twitter or Threads. Twitter's kind of a bit of a mess. It's become pretty controversial. Not as many people are on it as they were. But it used to be a pretty good place to post business content. Maybe not as much. A lot of people switched over to the Threads. I don't know how that's going now, but something you could check out. Using artificial intelligence. There's actually going to be a whole group of classes designed in using artificial intelligence at MiraCosta. They're one of the first colleges to have this offered. So if you're interested in that, it's really great. But one of the things you can think about is a different perspective. It's not just writing and things like that, but you can create artwork on it. It can be a little tricky, and if you know how to do um, Photoshop, that helps a lot, but I've included a little PDF of some files that my husband has created on using AI and then putting it through some Photoshop to help it pull it together. Because sometimes if you ask for something like a guitar player or something like that, they might have 6 fingers on one hand. One arm could be like 6 feet long and the other one could be 2 feet long, so it's not perfect, but it's pretty interesting and you can come up with some stuff pretty quick. So he's come up with some really good stuff that we've used for posters, and then, like I said, he puts his own spin on it to make it better. So go ahead, or you can find other things maybe that you're already using. We'll go into that a little bit more later in another module further down the track about using some of the extra tools that are out there. But if you have used, like I said, one of these platforms already and you've got info to share, that would be great. If not, if you've kind of been interested in it, now is the good time to do some research and find stuff about it, and then write a blog post, at least 5 paragraphs or more, telling us what you found about the topics you researched, and share information about ones you're already utilizing. So if you do sign up for something or have an account somewhere already, let us know and we'll add it to the class list, because it's the great way to look and see what's going on. And if it's someone you're sort of familiar with, and you can see what they're doing with their other things, which is, as a class, we've, obviously seen how we're sharing our work on the different fields. So if you can kind of relate how you're doing something in Instagram and Facebook and another tool like this, it would be great. So hope you enjoy this. A lot of research here, but it can be, obviously look in the area that you are interested in and then tell us about it.